Howdy, hi there. I'm DJ Tham from Fairbanks, Alaska. This is Axes, Picks, Plowhammers, and Footstools. Hey, what's happening? What's going on with you? You see, we find ourselves once again in the Now Share, that little segment of the Now that we share here in this cathedral, this veritable temple to rock and roll. That's right. But, in only the most secular way. Don't get creeped out. You don't have to make any pledges, not see your family anymore, or drink the Kool-Aid. It's not part of the Gospels of rock and roll, which is more along the lines of do without will, that shall be the whole of the law. So, what do we got going on? Well, one of my favorite bands in all the world of all time, literally one of my very favorite bands of all time, is the MELVINS, or MELVINS. And that means, of course, the core, and anybody they work with, but the core is Buzz Osborne and Dale CROVER. Buzz being he of the hair, the guitar, the vocals, and Dale being the drummer, the one with the most sprung and imaginative beat sense ever. Well, lucky us, we got some Dale CROVER solo stuff. This is from last year. The album was Glossolalia, and glossolalia is, of course, the scientific terminology for speaking in tongues. Glossolalia. So, without too much further ado, about the lot of a little glossolalia. Dale CROVER, Doug Yuletide is the name of the song, followed by Blowed Up. Blowed Up good. And we're going to finish it up with Spoiled Daisies. But first, Doug Yuletide.
Complacent.
Is it sort of like a Velvet's Christmas song? Doug Yuletide by Dale CROVER. Hey, you know, he's pretty much, I believe, playing all the instruments himself here and, you know, singing. He's doing a bang-up job. A heck of a job, as they say. Who are they? I don't know, but I think I've heard them say it. I know I've heard them say it. I have. All right, we got Dale CROVER, Blowed Up. Blowed up good. Blowed up real good. May the good Lord take a liking to you and blow you up real soon. Blowed up. There's something pent up in there, bubbling under the surface. Some sort of darkness. Dale CROVER, he of the big sticks. the Melvins. One more from Glossolalia, the 2024 Dale CROVER solo album. This is Spoiled Daisies. The Melvins mansion contains many rooms. Dale CROVER from Glossolalia, 2024. I'm DJ Fan from Fairbanks, Alaska. This is Axes, Picks, Claw Hammers, and Footstools. The non-profit attempt to bring rock and roll absolutely everywhere to everybody who is without it, or without the proper levels of rock and roll. Yes. Axes, Picks, Claw Hammers, and Footstools is fully dedicated to the eternal playlist, grinding on in the endless now. Do tune in, turn on, drop back by.